Hi everybody, Desmond Sim here, founder of Entrepreneurship Coach Online and a premier membership program to basically take newbie entrepreneurs to the next level or to be experienced and seasoned in a fast track mode. And also author of 7 Emotions That Prevent Your Success and Massive Business Profits with Rapid Online Strategy. I know it's a bit too long with the book titles, but anyway, this session I'd like to share with you something really new concept. This is what I've been working on in terms of building my high-end coaching program, which is inside our Transcend Academy, or formerly called as Thrive and Transform Blueprint Coaching Program, and which is what I emphasize today challenges in economy, in leadership, in terms of people to lead in corporate sectors, organizations, small business and medium business. They are all calling for help. They are all looking ways or new model, new approach in taking whatever they have now or solving their problems that have been actually hogging them for many months, and they're still looking into this type of approach. With that, I've introduced something what we call leaderprenership. And how does that thing comes out? And it is based on 2 words: leadership and entrepreneurs. So of course I combine it, and we take the leader out, and then the preneur, or take the EN out, and then we have a ship. So it's leaderpreneurship. Now, most entrepreneurship are small business people in America. About 29 billion generation of a GDP amount, and it actually rated as almost half of US GDP in terms of output in generating economy in just America alone, not to mention in other countries like Asia, in Europe, in Africa, in Latin America. But I'm sure the numbers are very significant, very highly impact. But the thing is, leaderpreneurship, it's a term where entrepreneurs require leadership. And some people telling me, I mean, come on, be realistic. I mean, entrepreneurs just need to focus and build systems, manage people, get resources, get things done. Yes, I understand that. But however, people look at you, it's not on being a leader alone, being a manager alone, being the CEO of the company alone, but people are looking for you in becoming how to lead your resources, lead in terms of product, lead in terms of your market segment, market share, lead in terms of the best services and customers experience that people are purchasing from you. For example, like Zappos.com, and Zappos has been on the front runner and the front edge of providing greatest customer experience after all. And whenever people buy shoes from Zappos, they have the best experience and no other than that. So that's their brand. So in terms of that, they create such a culture. Now, what I want to emphasize here, big companies, big MNCs, multinational company, Fortune 100 companies came from small business as well. They weren't big. Companies like FedEx, companies like Microsoft, companies like Zappos and Amazon.com, they are all very small, used to be. But what takes them thrive in this economy is because they have a capability in taking their companies into leadership perspective, in leading the market to the next level. So with that, I've come up a concept which I've researched with many leadership gurus, do a lot of surveys, and in terms of getting a lot of feedback in telling that entrepreneurs, and to emphasize that entrepreneurs really need leadership capability. And what I've actually come out and created segregated 2 categories between being and doing. So which means on this chart on my right hand side, there are elements that categorize as being, and there are elements categorized as doing. So of course there are the other 2 additional elements that we would include on that, and all in total actually it's about 9 categories, 9 imperatives that serve leaderpreneurship. So that will determine whether how good you are as a role model being a leader, and you got to do it. So a lot of people stuck in being. They just don't get the idea how to take a being, leaderpreneurship or a leadership people to being doing. That, well, things you got to do, you need to take actions, get massive action plan, get somebody motivated, have people look into the stuff. But these are skills. People just know about it, they just be, but that's not enough. So without further ado, let's hop on and let's review one by one what are these imperatives that may serve you in your businesses. First of all, authenticity. Now, how authentic you are does really plays a role in your organization, in your businesses, in your small business, because people look at you whether you are real in such a way. You know, people don't want to look at you and you have two different roles, or you're wearing masks, you are this person in that way, you are that person in that way. So people can feel it. I mean, in today's business world, people will know almost instantly that you are actually authentic or you're just playing a fake game. Why? Because the minute that people introduce to each other, you shake hands, you share your stuff, your business ideas here and there, people will get the sense whether you're authentic in delivering your business or in serving your community in a rightful manner. They will actually get the sense out of it. How authentic you are, how real you are, will determine your next approach on your being as a leaderpreneurship. Okay? Second will be integrity. Wow. Integrity, it's a big word. I would classify as more towards like, are you trusted in the end of the day? Are you somebody that actually people look at as, you know, I trust that person, I know he will deliver that no matter what, and I have that faith with this person no matter what circumstances, no matter what environment, and he'll just commit and he'll do it for whatsoever reason. And integrity plays very, very important in today's business. So look at what happened to WorldCom, and look at what happened to Enron. They plays a really, really not too good game in the business world in terms of integrity, and people got cheated about the way how they announce the public figures and the financial figures as it is. But in actual fact, they are not serving their customers, they are not operating their business with full integrity. And this is the last thing in your mind that you want to think about it, or else better don't think about not to have integrity, because in the end of the day you can lose almost everything in business, in your life, but without integrity nobody would actually want to be with you, nobody want to interact with you. See, if you're trustworthy, in the end of the day people will still come back to you no matter what had happened. So having a good strong role in integrity as yourself is very critical here. The third one is congruent. Now, how congruent you are? Do you walk the talk? Do you always say something but do the other thing, or vice versa? This is something that lots of people fail to do it consistently, I would say. How really aligned you are with what you do and what you work in terms of your business. There are some people that are operating many businesses, but they're operating different congruency, which means they could be very aligned in some business and maybe not so good in other business. But that's not good. In the end of the day, you lose out and you will worn out the entire of your journey of becoming entrepreneurs. All you need to do is align with all your standards, align with your values, align all your integrity across the board. Even if you're running 300 type of companies today, just like Sir Richard Branson. If Sir Richard Branson is not relying on congruency, not relying on integrity, and is not real, do you think that he actually becomes successful as today? And today he's operating more than 350 companies worldwide and different type of business. He has Virgin, which is a record company, an airline company, a Formula One, he owns a Formula One, and many more, just to name a few. So these three are absolutely very important. If you're not aligned, then it's time for you to think about how to get all your message across standardized. That people share the same value, share the same message, that this is a person I need to get connected. This is the person I need to be really get acquainted and have a good network session with these people. Don't you think agree about it? So with this part of it, this will cover the top 3 of being role model. So what about doing? So how do you do leaderpreneurship? You can be a leaderpreneurship, you can be a leader, but doing it, there's no idea how to do it. And what comprises doing modality, actually very, very subjective. But in this video, I'll review that one by one on these 4 elements, what supposed to serve as a doing factor. Number 1, are you contributing? Now, you don't contribute just by yourself alone. Gone are the days that you've done the job and you go home and just forget about it. Somebody will pick up the mess at the end of the day. So this is not contributing. Contributing means that you're really adding value to your clients. You're really adding value to your business partner. You're really adding value to your associates. You're really adding value to shareholders. You're really adding value to your business community. These are contributing factors. When you contribute, it's all total holistic approach. And your community will spread across the message out there. And this is something that lots of entrepreneurs, as a business owner, they have very rare contributing factor. All they are actually looking at contributing is, if that person give me a business, I'll contribute something. That's not the right way. Are you pioneering in your market and services? Now, this is something that you want to be recognized and be recommended by the industry leaders and the industry segment people, that you are a pioneer in so-called, for example, a product in your services. Like Zappos, name about Tony Xie. Tony Xie folks are just excellent in customer experience. They deliver top-notch customer satisfaction. No doubt they have a biggest customer loyalty database on earth today. Or you want to become pioneer in your product, just like Apple, when Steve Jobs is very related to iPod Touch, iPhone, and iPad. These are the industrial products that become the significant icon that relate to the person. Are you Steve Jobs, actually? Or are you Tony Xie from Zappos? These will significantly differentiate you and the other competitors. So when you look into doing, you don't just pioneer on your own business, but pioneer in many other ways. For example, product and services, or in your community. Do you serve well in your community? In your community, you are recognized as one of the most innovative entrepreneurs that people ever seen. That's one of the models. Have you thought of it? The other one will be collaborating. Now, this is actually very common sense. People collaborate based on getting more leads, more clients, more transaction, more conversion. People want to actually actively doing it. Still, collaborating, it's very, very key factor. How are you collaborating with not only your business partner, your community, your associates, your co-workers, but also with your competitors? And some people say, well, you're not collaborating with competitors. They would just take our ideas and marketing strategies away. Now, if you actually position yourself very well in terms of what can you do in the product or services, people will look for you. You see, there are no such thing that you can do all those things on earth. There must be something you are very well talented, very well able to deliver in terms of product, in terms of services, in terms of advisors. These are reality. We are born in such a way that we have our certain niche, our certain talent that we can really, really collaborate with other people. You know, for example, you may be talented in putting up blogs or putting up opt-in autoresponder. You can come out something that 7 days putting up entrepreneurs online. So you wrote an ebook about it, and then you put up on online. You put 7 audio programs, and this is what you teach. But the other entrepreneurs may not know how to do it. So as entrepreneurs, with that focus, you can actually bring this type of ideas to the other entrepreneurs and, hey, let's partner, let's JV. I'll help you to take care of that, and you can actually focus to market your product and services out there. As simple as that. So collaborating is not only on just meeting up people and network and getting more leads, but far more wider as ever before. The next one. Communicating, yes. As an entrepreneur, you don't just sit there, live by your own life. As I know, it's beauty, it's good. You become self-entrepreneurs, you're a self-starter, you're very motivated, you want to be your own boss, you want to control your time rather than people controlling you. But in today's economy, people are getting more integrated. You know, if I send out some information today at this hour in Singapore time, you know, in a couple hours, some people that receive my message could be located from UK, Spain, or even in the Netherlands. Or after the next 10 hours, all my US friends that which is staying in the West Coast, in Los Angeles or San Diego, will receive the similar news as it is. So communicating is really key here to get your message, your product, your services, your advices out there. And how frequent you communicate with your people, to your audiences, to your business partner, your associates, really plays a key. And imagine if you do that for 6 months, and you found that, oh, I'm so exhausted, I'll just take a leave, take maybe 3 months off, and you come back and you start communicating again, you'll find that momentum is getting very, very tough. Now, the reason why is because you're not actually doing consistently. You're not doing very intelligently, which is smart way. There are always a time that people don't like to receive all your emails within a day. You know, there are people who like to send emails within a day, 4 to 5 emails. That's spammy, you know. Don't send emails every day, 4 to 5 emails. You send alternately. You engage with people. You do webinars. You meet people in the conference. You network with people in the community. That is how you do communicating. That's one good example for you. Now, having said that, these actually complete the 7 core components that serve leaderpreneurship. However, there are 2 more components that really the killing idea here. Now, why should I say that? Even though you implement being authenticity, even you have integrity by yourself, even you're really congruent, aligned with whatever your business, your value as it is, you always do contributing with others. You're also collaborating with many people that you always doing it, communicating at frequency basis, consistently, as well leading in your product and services. But none of these 7 will work very effectively if there are 2 components that not really in a similar line, not in the similar channels. The first one is purpose. Now, when we actually existed, we have a purpose. When we were born in this world, we have our own purpose. It's just that you just have to discover about it, what we need to do in life. Like for me, I didn't even know about it when I was born, and I thought I'd just go to college, study, which I dropped out obviously, and work in corporate America, work in big MNC, relocated back in Southeast Asia, work for big companies. And always believe big companies will give you a sense of security, sense of good remuneration and other factors, but they're more than that. So it is actually where you need to find your own original purpose. Now, if you existed today, if you become entrepreneurs today, you decide to become entrepreneurs today, you must have your own purpose. Now, what's that purpose actually? And that purpose will determine whether you can last and sustain. Many entrepreneurs, self-starter, that last 2 months, 3 months, or even up to 9 months or a year. But after that, they just close down the company and they start off something else. Or they get a job. They just give up for whatever reason it is. Being entrepreneurs has no end game. It's always on the go. It's always on the run. We just have to adapt. Unlike you work in a corporate firm, you work for somebody. If you don't like it, you can quit. You can find another job. But being entrepreneurs, there's no way. If the only thing you can do is just close the entire business and figure out what to do next. But that's not your purpose. Being entrepreneurs will need you to set your purpose very well. And we'll teach that in Thrive and Transform, which is Transcend Academy as well. And having right purpose to match all these components plays a role here. If you don't have intention, have a purpose on embedding all these things together, then you don't have any purpose. You lack of purpose. When you lack of purpose, you don't even know how to set your own goals. What will you need to achieve 6 months times? How many clients that you want to serve? What type of clients you want to serve? Who would you like to serve actually? You could get bad clients as well, if you don't really set these things very clear. So having clear purpose will set your direction in a very clarity manner. The next one, the last but not least, without this, nothing will work as well. Passion. Now, what's your passion? As the matter of fact. You see, when I became an entrepreneur, I just want to know what can I do in order to serve my clients, serve my audience, even though my list is small, maybe 50, 60, well, it doesn't matter. But my passion to create products, services, speaking, coaching clients, running local business marketing to serve my clients, has purpose inside them. And has my passion that people value that my services, my products, that could really help them in their business. And every morning, nothing wakes you up, not even your alarm clock, but your passion. But if you have passion, things will pull you. You don't need to really be motivated every single day. You don't have to attend seminar every single day to get you pumped up, to get you passionate enough in delivering what you want to do. Passion is really something that you may not be able to learn it even in college or in university. And obviously, some people came out, become successful due to passion. Bill Gates dropped out in Harvard and formed Microsoft due to his passion out of doing his law degree. Mark Zuckerberg did the same thing, and he dropped out. He set up Facebook, and it's about 1 billion users today. So, what drives them? That similar passion will not probably work if they adopt in colleges and universities. But if they have passion in serving somebody, if they have passion in doing something for the goods of mankind, then this is the key. Almost everybody exists as an entrepreneur, serve people. We don't serve robots, not at this stage and not at this century. Eventually maybe yes, but people is the key here. People buy from you because you're trusted. People buy from you if you're good enough, you're congruent, you're passionate enough. And I know that this is people that could sustain. Without these two, you will never sustain, and you will still keep struggling. And I know when I first started, I was too struggling as well. And what keeps me going? I have my own purpose and I have my passion. And I hope this will really serve you, and how in your journey of becoming the new leaderpreneurship and a new century of the entrepreneurs today will determine the future economy, the future of how wealth is being generated in that sense. Why I say that is because this is very exciting. And today we are actually hitting very rock bottom of our economy. Our economy still runs on carrot and stick, which is dominating a lot of industrial age. Gone are the days of that is dying for sure. and all you need to do is to move on to become knowledge and transformation economy. That is where entrepreneurs comes in, and they started all over again from top to below, and they become big one fine day. And these are reset period. These are the reset time that I assure you, this is the moment where you should jump in and make full use of this opportunity and take your career and business, your life to a whole new level. It's definitely a different generation, a different industry, a different market, and whatever you know in the past, couple of years back, it ain't gonna work anymore. Similar things, whatever you study today, you graduate in your college, university, probably you're not gonna use it in the next 1-2 years from now, and some of them may not, you're not even want to use it. Now, jobs created now will not be exist in the next decade. That's for sure. Similar university, colleges, and curriculum that the courses that you are taking probably will not exist. So the new jobs, we don't know. There will be new jobs, new career upcoming, but that will be the next decade from now. So what actually will serve you now in charting your journey, become entrepreneurs? These are the relevant elements. These are the skill set, this relevance of behaviors that you need to adopt in actually taking your leaderpreneurship to the next level. Now, if this serves you well and this serves you right, I thank you for your time. I appreciate most of your patience in listening all this stuff. But if you wanted to actually dive further in this topic, I teach that in Transcend Academy, where actually I did all 7, in fact 9 of it. I dissect one by one, put up a benchmark scale where you as an entrepreneur can really actually use it as a reference, use it as a yardstick, and to serve in your business. So you will know where you are and how you can take this further, and we'll teach that in terms of how you can use this as a market leader in terms of your sector, in terms of industry as well. So until the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and more important as well, I'd like to hear your comments below. Just put your comments there and I'll answer personally, and I'll look forward to serve you in the greater videos. And until next videos, until my next exciting program and product, stay thrive in your career and business and live a transformation life. Bye for now.